in the first.
Yeah, looked a little bit shaky early on in that first inning, but he settled in nicely. Let's see if he can continue to throw strikes here in the second inning.
He'll get the bottom third of the middle order. It starts with DH Dominic Canzone. Canzone kicking away some dirt in the lefty box. Looks up to the righty Bieber. Into the wild pitch. Check swing. Change up at the top of the zone. Powered in at 88. 0-1. Infield shift toward first. The 0-1 pitch. Right there for strike two. 93 on the under third.
Good sequence, good changeup, good fastball. Now you're ahead 0-2. Throw something out of the strike zone. Get that important first out here in the second inning.
Canzone had asked for time. Steps back in, gripping his right bat above his left shoulder. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him to chase a breaking ball in the dirt. That's the knuckle curve for Bieber. And there's one out.
That was about as good as it gets for Shane Bieber. Good changeup, good fastball down in that strike zone. And then he threw his best pitch, that good knuckle curve. Looked like a strike, and then it bounced just behind home plate. I mean, if Shane Bieber can continue to locate his pitches like that, he'll be fine the rest of the way.
And we saw a lot during the regular season as he gets back still from major elbow surgery. He'd have blips, and then he'd look like himself again. His first pitch to Victor Robles is in there. Strike one, a slider right on the edge. In his last start against the Yankees, he didn't get the chance to recover from a blip, but he more than likely will tonight. 0-1. Another breaking ball in there, and he's ahead of Robles, 0-2. It's 5 straight strikes to begin this inning. Robles, the right-hand hitting right fielder, 3 for 22 in the postseason. 0-2. Check swing, did he go? He did, as Ben May from behind home plate. Strike three, swinging on a slider outside. 2-0.
Well, it definitely looks like he's found something. Alejandro Kirk is clapping his hands right now, putting that bare hand into his glove. He knows that Shane Bieber is looking a little bit better than he did in that first inning. That's a great sign.
Looking for a confidence-boosting second. He offers home to J.P. Crawford. And the pitch is just a hair low. A miss by a fraction of an inch. 1-0. Crawford's the nine-hitter. Long-haired, left-handed hitting shortstop. 1-0 pitch. Foul tip.
Vila 94 with that four-seam fastball that was just off the plate. Got a swing and miss from J.P. Crawford.
Wide open stance Crawford. Switches his lead right foot. And the 1-1. Inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Alejandro Kirk was throwing the baseball back to Shane Bieber, and I think it actually hit J.P. Crawford. That ball actually ended up in the glove of Andres Jimenez at shortstop.
Shoots of the 2015 American League Division Series with Russell Martin and Shin-Soo Choo. A series with the Blue Jays went down 2-0 with 2 home losses and came back to win the series. 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike.
You don't want to lose J.P. Crawford. With the top of the order coming up, Randy Arozarena standing on deck right now.
30-year-old Crawford waits with 3-1. Call strike right at the top of the zone, maybe a hair above it. Crawford was getting ready to take off his shin guard, but he didn't take a step, so he's ready to go again on 3-2. 2 out, space is empty. 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shane Bieber punches out the side in the bottom of the second, and we'll see if that can spark the Blue Jays in Game 3 of the ALCS. 2-0 Mariners. We head to the third. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball, brought to you by your local family-owned Brown Rust Control Center, streaming on the Sportsnet app and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
We're people just like you who believe in the power of yes. Yes to new opportunities. Yes to second chances. Yes to a fresh start. That's why we've helped over 4 million Canadians get access to a credit card. Because at Capital One, we say yes, so you don't have to hear another no. What will you do with your yes? Get the yes you've been waiting for at CapitalOne.ca/yes. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey you, while we've got your ear, let's talk about what's catching everyone's eye. Could it be your faucet that drips all night long? Or your toilet that never seems to flush right the first time? Don't worry, help is always within reach at Home Hardware. Get everything you need and turn those side eyes into second looks at the Bring Beauty Tone Home Reno sale. Save 20% on on select Moen faucets and save 10% on American Standard toilets. Earn and redeem Scene Plus points at the Bring Beauty Tone Home Rental Sale on now until October 22nd. Only at Home Harbor and Building Centers. Locally owned, genuinely Canadian.
Your business runs 24/7. And what happens when your loading dock grinds to a halt? Get back in business fast with Bagley Overhead Doors and Docks. Your overhead door problem is our problem, and we're good at fixing problems. Repairing your overhead door, dock, or have truck restraints that require service? No problem. We also offer preventative maintenance inspections to eliminate the chaos and expense of unplanned emergencies. Bagley Overhead Doors and Docks, trusted for over 60 years. Visit BagleyOverheadDoors.com today.
This is Toronto Blue Jays postseason baseball. On Sportsnet 590 The Fan and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
The third inning brought to you his team is back in the playoffs, and your local family-owned Crown Rust Control Centers are proud to be a part of it. For over 40 years, Crown has protected vehicles from rust, keeping them strong and ready for the road, just like a great playoff baseball team. Crown Rust Control, proud sponsor of your Toronto Blue Jays radio broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. I'm Ben Schulman alongside Chris LaRue. 2-0 for the Mariners as we start the top of the third. But Shane Bieber just punched out the side in the bottom of the second. We'll see if that can get Ernie Clement going as he leads off this third.
Yeah, Ernie Clement just 1 for 7 in the series, but still has really good numbers overall. 21, a home run, and 5 RBIs. Let's see if he can look more like he was in that Yankees series.
And he did go 9 for 40. They do. He'll lead off here. Sun shining off the building over left center. Right into T-Mobile Park for the first pitch of the inning. And Clement lines it toward left field. Fair ball. Bouncing into the corner. Ernie tears around first. He'll easily get into second with a first pitch lead off double.
Well, that looks more like it. Ernie Clement getting that sinker at 96 on the inner third, a pitch that he really handles well. And what an important base hit, a double, a leadoff double with nobody out here.
Nominated for 2 Gold Gloves this year. He is both a finalist at third base and as a utility player. The second base finalist, Andrew Simmons, is up now with the corners in and no one out. His best on the left side of the infield for the left-handed hitter. Kirby kicks and deals. First pitch swing and a foul back, 0-1.
It almost seems like the Seattle Mariners are expecting a sack bunt here. With Ernie Clement standing at second with nobody out. Even with 1 strike.
They hardly moved that back to the swing. Naylor maybe a step or 2. Corners are still in though in the 0-1. Swing and a high drive. Right field. Robles racing back to the warning track. Looks up at the wall. It's gone! Andres Jimenez with a 2-run to tie the game in the top.
You have got to be kidding me. Andres Jimenez with one of the biggest swings of his life. The Seattle Mariners were expecting a sack bunt. They got a 2-run home run. What a swing.
His first homer of the playoffs and his 8th regular season and postseason combined. A 400-foot moonshot over the Bowie sign in right center. It's 2-2 in the third. In 3 pitches this inning, the Blue Jays have tied the game.
2 really good swings. 2 of the best swings of this series so far. Now the Blue Jays have the top of the order up here, still with nobody out in this inning.
It's a new ballgame with 7 innings to go. 2-2 Blue Jays and Mariners. And the first pitch to George Springer inside, ball 1. Crowd's still loud, but a different tenor to it right now after that Jimenez swing. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, I think it's a mixture of Blue Jays fans excited now and boos from Mariners fans trying to drown out those Blue Jays fans.
And if you don't know, this is not an easy place to hit home runs. Bottom 10 in baseball in that respect. The 1-1 pitch hit foul, 1-2. And that's over the last 3 years. It's been the 9th toughest place to hit homers in all of baseball. And Andres Jimenez just launched one out to right center. 1-2 to Springer. And he lifts it down the right field line. Long run, Victor Robles goes toward the corner, leaps toward the sidewall. What a Victor Robles slammed his ribs into the sidewall about 5 feet high. And Robles grimacing, but got the reward for it. A nice catch for the first out of the third.
Yeah, what a play down there. The ribs ran into that short wall in foul territory. Hopefully he's okay. He looks like he's okay. Slowly walking back to his position over in right field. That's a big first out.
2-2 ball game. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the third at the pitch to Nathan Lucas. Outside, ball 1. Third baseman Suarez plays in. A lot of space on the left side because the rest of the infield shifts toward first. 1-0 pitch. Lucas serves it foul over the net and down the left field line and into the sea of blue. Different shades of it, but all blue at this ballpark. It's 1-1. That's a bit of a mistake that Kirby just got away with, by the way. That was right down the middle with a slider. Right-handers 1-1. Lucas lines in right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Cut off quickly by the speedy Rodriguez. Lucas has a single, and the Blue Jays have 3 hits in 4 batters this inning with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up.
That was actually a pretty good pitch from George Kirby. It was 96 in on the hands in the strike zone. Nathan Lucas doing a good job ripping those hands through, finding a way to get it over second baseman Jorge Polanco. Didn't hit it all that hard, got just enough to get it out to the outfield.
This is a big outfield. Potentially could play into the hand of a line drive hitting team like the Blue Jays. And before Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits, Cal Raleigh's going to go out there and talk to his starter Kirby.
Yeah, you want to slow the heart rate. It's been a tough inning for George Kirby. He's thrown a decent amount of pitches. And obviously the best hitter in this lineup is coming up to bat. He's standing near that near that batter's box. Nathan Lucas standing at first base. This is potentially the biggest situation that George Kirby will face in this start. So you want to go out there and make sure that game plan is on point.
George Kirby allowed a first pitch double in this inning to Ernie Clement, followed up by giving up an 0-1 homer to Jimenez on a middle four-seamer. George Springer fly down on a great play in foul territory from Victor Robles before Nathan Lucas lined a 1-1 pitch to right center field. Where that leaves us is 2-2 the score between the Blue Jays and Mariners. 1 out in the top of the third. Lucas on first and as Kirby sets. Vladdy is at the play. Right on right. The pitch from the stretch. Outside, ball 1. Guerrero 1-for-1 had an infield hit on a Baltimore chop to third. It was thrown away by Eugenio Suarez, so he got up to second that first inning. Kick in the 1-0. Right there for a strike. Slider hung all over the middle of the plate, 1-1.
That's a pitch that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hammers if he swings the bat. Didn't swing at it, though.
Checked his swing, but must have been looking for something else. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a deep line drive. Hooking toward the left field fence. That's off the wall. Lucas up to third. Guerrero digging for second. Crawford holds it on the cutoff. And it's second and third. 1 out as Vladdy is doubled. 4 hits in 5 batters this inning.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. missed a home run by about 3 feet. Hit the top of that wall out in left field. The Blue Jays have runners at second and third now with just 1 out in this inning. Anthony Santander standing in that batter's box. 2 sliders in a row that hung over the plate from George Kirby. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. took the first one and then absolutely smoked the second one.
And you hang 2 sliders to Vladdy, a double's almost a good result getting out of it that way. Infield in now for the Mariners.